Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. With the major season 1 update in Black Ops 6 and Warzone, we obviously saw a ton of changes right away on day 1 with the largest patch notes that we've ever seen. But of course, as with any major update for Call of Duty, things appear to be very broken, and in the past 24 hours or so since season 1 has dropped, we have seen a couple of new updates go out to fix some of the broken things with the update. We've seen even more major fixes and changes revealed from Call of Duty themselves. We also have a few other things to cover as well, like some secret changes that took place. I do want to give you guys a bit of a heads up because there is some new free content now available for season 1. Every time something like this happens, I try and keep you guys informed, and with this we do have some new season 1 Twitch drops now available. So season 1 is here and everyone's watching. Earn in-game rewards just for tuning into any Call of Duty streamer that is under the Warzone category on Twitch. So if you're looking to get a free sniper blueprint, a new calling card, a new charm, but then also a new emblem there, I'll go ahead and move the face cam so you can see the charm a little bit better and the emblem a little bit better. All you got to do is watch on Twitch for a set period of time for anyone who's under the Warzone category, and you'll end up getting some of this free stuff in game. So like I said, I always want to give you guys a bit of a heads up when there is some free content to earn. Now, something that was not mentioned with the season 1 update that's actually a major W of a change is the fact that with the season 1 integration with Warzone, they've actually brought over all of your old XP tokens from MW2 and MW3. So now when you load into the game, you'll notice that you're gonna have any unused tokens. Well, post-edit Zach here, which is fun because now not only do we have new patch notes that will break down towards the end of the video after we go through several of the other things they've also recognized from how broken this update is, but they ended up updating the tokens, and I'm not gonna lie, this is weird activity. So Charlie Intel ends up reporting, breaking, a new playlist update for Black Ops 6 has removed all carry forward Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone double XP tokens that showed up yesterday. The tokens are still there in Warzone as of right now. Activating a token in Warzone and then going back to multiplayer or zombies should work, but for them to, allow you to have all your tokens back for a day and then realize, hey, everyone's got their tokens, they're gonna use these now, only to then try and remove them, that's whack. That's so weird. Unfortunately, we have some not so good news elsewhere in terms of what the season 1 update ended up breaking, because there's a lot of updates that have already gone out to address some of the broken things and even more updates inbound that they fully revealed. And as we do dive into all of the messiness, all of the issues here, quick reminder, if you are new to the channel right now, just under 60% of viewers watching are not subscribed. So if that's you, I'd love to have you join us on the road to 1 million. Plus, every single day, I got you covered with all the latest updates and news, patch notes, meta breakdowns, everything going on in COD is right here as it happens. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and if you enjoy this video, a like on it would be seriously appreciated too. Seriously, much love for all the support on all the Black Ops 6 and Warzone content so far. So COD Updates has been very busy posting a bunch of updates and fixes, some things that are already live, some things that will be live shortly, and of course, once the patch notes for some of these incoming fixes are out, I'll be covering those right as they happen. But they do say for Warzone, the season 1 update may have reset some of your FOV settings. So if you load into the game and it seems like your FOV is off, you might have affected versus independent or vice versa. Things are looking weird. Definitely double check your FOV settings and make sure they are where you want them to be, because I've seen a lot of issues with it being fully reset for no reason. COD Updates also says in Warzone, they are investigating an issue causing players to encounter a looping armor plate replacement animation where you're just constantly putting plate in after plate in after plate in, and there's no more room for any more plates. This may happen when attempting to replace armor plates directly after completing certain actions such as sliding, mantling, or reviving another player. So this is a quality of life bug. This is not intended by any means, and this hopefully will be updated here shortly because it's definitely an annoying one to run into. They also say for Black Ops 6, we are investigating an issue where Ghost remains locked despite meeting requirements to unlock it. This is actually affecting multiplayer and Warzone alike, where you could be max level, like I'm Prestige Master right now, for instance, and I don't have access to the Ghost perk. It won't actually let you equip it correctly. It's definitely very buggy there and pretty annoying to run into if that's a perk you'd like to have on your loadouts. So that is also, yes, a bug, and it will be fixed here in the near future, I'd imagine. They also say for Black Ops 6, they are investigating an issue where medal and level pop-up notifications are no longer displaying in hardcore. I noticed this right away. It seems like after a couple of kills into a hardcore match, you don't get any notifications for when you level up, when you complete a camo challenge, when you complete a normal challenge or something. something, if you're leveling up your weapon, you'll get the audio cues like the little guitar riff will play or something, but nothing actually shows up on your screen. Bit of a bummer there. If you're going for like certain medals, like you know, kills shortly after switching weapons, you need to look for that hot swap medal to make sure it tracked, but those medals don't pop up. Again, not an intended change, just a bug with the update. Things like this that always happen every time we see a major update for Call of Duty. There's never a bug-free update, that's for sure, so that's going to be fixed here too. Another one they're looking into with Black Ops 6 Zombies, they are investigating an issue in Zombies where players can only craft and use one lethal and one tactical at a time in the crafting table. Obviously, this sucks anytime you're trying to get some challenges with enemies affected by your lethal, or if you're just trying to legitimately use these, or enemies affected by your tactical, or whatever the case is, right? They have legitimate uses for camos, for general gameplay, and you're somewhat limited to just finding them on the ground right now to stack them up, which is not always a guarantee. So definitely a frustrating one there, but good news is it'll also get fixed. Another update for Warzone, they are aware of a visual issue causing players to appear to take damage when entering the gulag. So this is strictly on the visual side, but it can definitely throw you off if you're starting up a gulag match and it's like, wait a second, my screen says I'm one shot, now I can't push anything, and you lose your positioning for that gulag round, right? Obviously is an issue there, so another one that they've got to fix for upcoming. Now this one, I've already seen throw off a lot of players in Warzone. They are aware of an issue preventing the loadout drop field upgrade, so you know, just kind of the most important part of your gameplay there, getting your custom weapons, the loadout drop field upgrade icon from appearing in the lower right hand corner of the screen when players have one equipped. So definitely a big issue there. You might not realize you have it in your inventory when you could toss it, so definitely one that they're going to get resolved, I'd imagine, pretty quickly, since that's a very important one. They also say for Warzone, they are investigating an issue causing the actual cost of purchasing a loadout drop field upgrade from buy stations to differ from the listed price. It seems like in general there's also a pretty big bug going on with just your money and the collection of that. There will be times when my squad will drop money. It'll say we have $16,000, right? Then we go and we buy a loadout, and then afterwards the person who bought the loadout, it says they have $11,000 then, or like it's like not counting all the money correctly for some reason. There's definitely a lot of issues going on with that just in general, and this being one of them in specific is a direct effect of that, I'd have to imagine. But again, another one that will be updated. And no, we're not done yet. There's several more things and several more changes. They say in Black Ops 6, we're investigating an issue where assault rifles in multiplayer have reverted to their pre-season 1 damage range values. So I believe it was Ace that actually found this out. Basically, as of the time that we're recording this video, and ideally when this is posted, unless of course they hit me with more COD timing and do patch notes 5 minutes after I upload, all the rifles in Black Ops 6 are now at their launch values. So none of the changes that have been made to rifles with season 1 or even before season 1, we had that minor meta update, none of those are active. It's like it's launch day for the assault rifle damage values for some reason, so that's not intended. All the season 1 updates should go into effect here shortly with all the weapon adjustments and balances there. A rather niche one here, but I've definitely seen players take note of it already in Warzone, Zombies, and Black Ops 6. They are investigating an issue where the AK-74 experiences a disruptive recoil pattern when used in semi-auto or single firing. So this one is definitely noticeable. If you try to switch the AK-74 into semi-auto and you try and spam it, it doesn't behave like it should at all, and that affects all gameplay there. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend using the AK-74 in semi-auto. It's better in full auto, but for those trying that, you'll notice it's not functioning as intended. Another one here for BO6 and Warzone. They're investigating an issue where some Steam players are unable to equip any Black Cell content. So I've already seen some concern about this in my comments alone, saying, hey, what's up? I can't equip the Black Cell operator for this season, or where are all my Black Cell blueprints and stuff like that. For whatever reason, Steam specifically as a platform has issues with that, and that's kind of been an ongoing thing, it seems like, so far, where like Microsoft PC version of it will have a random issue, or Steam will have a random issue, where it's like the different platforms on PC alone have their own individual problems, then the other ones don't. Hopefully that's something that gets streamlined here very soon, because it seems to be a reoccurring thing so far. Now, a new update that's actually already out in Warzone, we've deployed a minor update to ensure that XP gains at the end of a match are actually calculated correctly. There was a lot of misinformation going on at the after action report saying you either earned more or less XP than you realistically did, so that'll just be more accurate now. Another one here for Black Ops 6 and Zombies. They're investigating an issue where players are moving slower than intended when reloading while sprinting in Zombies, but it also just seems like this could be applied to the game in general. Like in Warzone, reloading and sprinting is very buggy. Even when you have sprint cancels, reload off, that's still an issue right now too, so it seems like this is more so a universal thing rather than maybe specifically for zombies there. Now, in addition to everything that COD Updates has been posting this morning, we actually ended up getting some surprise patch notes as well. Also, it's definitely not Thursday, is it? It's Friday. I'm double check. It's definitely Friday. But anyways, they had me second guessing first off. I haven't been getting that much sleep, but I know I wasn't that crazy. A couple of updates here across multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone. Starting first on the multiplayer side of things, global. With the battle pass, they addressed an issue on Steam where Black Cell was not being awarded correctly. So that issue that we talked about there is now fully resolved. Addressed an issue where players could become stuck when viewing the battle pass, also updated. Addressed an issue where battle pass tokens would sometimes not be awarded properly. And they also disabled the shader preloading during the battle pass showcase video, just so it's not crazy laggy there. In the store, they addressed an issue with some keyboard and mouse prompts there. Previous updates with the PlayStation 5 Pro. So Black Ops 6 and Warzone are now optimized for the PS5 Pro with various different launch features there, including better image quality at 4K at 60 hertz. There's a new PS5 Pro quality setting option as well. Players can also opt to play at 120 hertz with greater performance. It has the same image quality as the PlayStation 5 running at 60 FPS. With Season 1, there's a new variable refresh rate mode that allows our highest image quality mode to be exceed 60 hertz on compatible display devices. So that's pretty cool as well if you have a PS5 Pro. With multiplayer here on Hideout, they addressed an issue with some out of bounds areas. Same deal on Payback. Nuketown 24/7 has replaced Radioactive 24/7. They increased the total number of loadouts for all platforms up to 12. On Ghost, they addressed an issue where it was not being permanently unlocked. Another big one there that we just talked about. Strategist Combat Specialty, they addressed an issue with this where the bonus was not always functioning correctly. On Score Streaks, they improved stability with the napalm and then also the UAV. With medals, they increased the point blank medal range by 40%. That's awesome. With UI, they addressed an issue where equipment skins would show as locked sometimes. They also fixed an issue that allowed legacy XP tokens to be activated in the Black Ops 6 UI. What a joke. Then also stability, they improved general stability with the game mode announcer in multiplayer. With zombies on Terminus, they closed an exploit with the treasure hunt side quest. Directed mode is now in zombies private matches. For Deadwire, they addressed an issue where Deadwire electric fields could ignite zombies while having the dragon's breath equipped. In general, they closed an exploit with some field upgrades, then also added numerous stability fixes. Now let's jump over to the Warzone patch notes. So in general, again, they increased the custom loadout slots from 10 to 12, same deal as over in multiplayer. Then a couple of bug fixes here, an issue that was causing buy stations to charge players an amount for items that was not aligned, as we talked about with the COD Updates post. An issue where PlayStation players could encounter a black screen in the What's Hot row, so that's now fully resolved. Then also an issue with the AEK marksman rifle that allowed it to be fully automatic for some reason with some ground loot there, so not nearly as much going on over in Warzone, but still some new patch notes nonetheless, with even more to come in the next few days and weeks, I'd imagine. And then lastly, for now at least, hopefully there's nothing crazy going on with COD timing IRL, but Raven does post end up saying the following adjustments to advanced UAVs have been added to the Season 1 launch patch notes. The advanced UAV now uses a wipe effect that scans across the TAC map from left to right rather than a circular ping originating at the players, so a little bit of an adjustment in how the advanced UAV actually functions. Then they also adjusted the visual effect to better differentiate between a UAV or an advanced UAV when that's active. This serves to assist in areas such as calling in 3 UAVs to activate an advanced version. So a couple of minor quality of life updates specifically for the advanced UAV. But as of right now, that being said, those are all of the major broken update changes or inbound fixes to adjust things that this update unfortunately screwed up. Hopefully a lot of these fixes and then some are implemented here very soon. As I mentioned earlier, as we see any new updates or patch notes go out, I'll be covering them right as they happen. That alongside everything else going on in COD is here on a daily basis, so feel free to hit that subscribe button to guarantee you are always up to date. And if you enjoyed the video, a like rating on your way out would be really appreciated. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.